Now, if you are aware with my channel, you would know Superimpose is my most used editing app, and it's basically used for every app tutorial that I have. So I thought I would kind of go in depth on how to use Superimpose instead of how to make an edit, just so when I make more tutorials, it'll be clearer. So let's open up Superimpose. Again, this is 99 cents on Apple and Android stores. So at the bottom, you see we're at home. There are home, transform, mask, and filter. But we have to start at home because you have to start somewhere. And this first button is how you're going to upload your 2 photos. In order to use Superimpose, you need to have 2 photos. So let's upload these bubbles. Okay? Now you can't do anything else until you upload your second photo. So you would go here and upload your second photo. Let's use Alice in Wonderland. Okay, now that we have both our photos, you can go to transform, and this is how you're going to just adjust and change the size of your top photo. Also at the top, this is undo, redo, merge, and the rest don't really matter except settings. And I'll tell you about merge right after I talk about settings. So you open up settings and these things come up, and when you click on them, different things will happen to your photo. They're just kind of changing the photo. There's nothing really to explain about them, but I know some edit tutorials require you to use one of these, so this is how you would put one on. I know screen, multiply and screen are the most used. You can see like what they do to the photos, but that's not really important, so I'm going to keep it on normal, and you just tap away. And let's say you wanted to add a third photo. You couldn't go back home and add another photo because you can only have 2. So if I wanted to put this photo on the bubble photo, I would go to merge, select merge, and now this is one photo. All of this is one photo. So to upload a second one, it took me back to home so I can upload a second one. Let's say I wanted to add another Alice in Wonderland. Here's our second Alice in Wonderland. Again, go to transform to resize it. And let's say if you wanted to have her look the opposite way, you would press the 4th button to kind of flip. You can flip, horizontally or vertically. There's horizontally, and yeah. Alright, so let's say you want to get rid of this white background. You would go to mask and settings. And I'm going to talk about these tools for a little bit because I know they can get confusing. The most important ones are eraser, magic wand, and brush. Also, lasso is pretty cool, but lasso is just like you draw like a circle and it would get rid of everything in that circle. That's all that lasso is. But I'm going to talk about magic wand, brush, and eraser. So basically, magic wand is really helpful if, like, you see how this whole background's white? If I wanted to get rid of that, I could just tap away. It got rid of her apron because that's also white. That's why magic wand doesn't work all the time, especially if you want to get rid of something specific and not just the entire background. So as you can see, her apron has gone because it is also white, and also her socks are gone. So you would go to eraser to just add that back. Just, add her feet and apron back. And let's say, you want to smooth the edges. You see how I went over the apron? You press brush to kind of get rid of the photo. Which is a little confusing because, you would think that eraser means you would be erasing the photo. And brush would be you're kind of adding it. But brush is erasing it. And eraser is adding it. That's kind of how that works. And let's say you see how, these edges of what I drew on are kind of messy. You press this circle and you can change the blurriness just to kind of blur it out and make it look more smooth. Okay. So this is a lovely edit, isn't it gorgeous? Anyways, we're going to go to filter, which is the last one. And you kind of want to choose if you want to change the foreground or the background. So let's say we wanted to change the foreground. We would go to settings. And here you can change like the brightness of the photo and the darkness of the photo. Basically, you just play around these to get the color that you want. Also, to the next thing, this is how you get specific colors. If you want to do a punk edit, this is how you would change your character's hair color using these specific colors. Here's how to change like the intensity and saturation of your colors. Here are just basically filters. I've never used these, but if you wanted to add a filter, you could right here. Also, if you wanted to blur your entire foreground, not just the edges, you would press this, and now it's completely blurred. And when you're all done, you press home and the second button, and you press photos to have it saved to your gallery. You go to mask as PNG if you made a transparent